Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Saskia deck that I put together for 10.2. Now this is not like the typical Saskia decks that you see. This one doesn't have Madoc, it doesn't have Milva, it doesn't have Sabertooth, there's no traps. I would say it's pretty ethical and it's tons of fun, and it just really thins out quite well. So I wanted to try Saskia. You guys know I don't really play it. I played it one time since it came out, so I figured why don't we just go ahead and try it here again today. So Saskia has a few targets. We have over the 10 required tags for the deck. Saskia is going to be pulling into the Dolblethana Sentries, the Cat Witchers, the Pyrotechs, the Dryad Matrons, and the Abandoned Girl. What I like about the deck is it's not full of cards that I don't want to play in order to make it work. So every card in here, with exception to maybe the Abandoned Girl, like it's ones I would want to play, but this is still even not bad because we have the Matrons and the Dunka to give it like more vitality, so I even don't mind it there. Now getting into the list here, Saskia has immunity, so it can't be manually targeted. If you have at least 10 different primary categories in your starting deck, summon a random bronze SCOIA'TAEL unit with a primary category that is not on your side of the battlefield from your deck to the row. At the end of your turn, lower the counter by 1. When the counter reaches 0, reset the ability. So it has a counter of 3. So what we do is we try and get rid of a lot of the bronze cards in our hand in round 1, and we try to find access to this, whether it's having it in hand or whether it's through Oneiromancy. I find we're doing pretty good. Some cases you could go with the stratagem to find it, just in case, you know what I mean? That could be it, right? But I think we've been doing alright so far. We can still win a round without having to pull Saskia in round 1, which is really important. So that's that. We have Simlas. That's going to help us get 2 specials from the deck that are the same. So we are often going into the Bountiful Harvests. We're going to be able to get tons of points from these by creating bronze SCOIA'TAEL elves and getting the carryover from that by boosting cards in hand. Since we're pretty low unit, we often want to be able to go ahead and boost something like the Gourd in hand so that we can get that huge point slam at the end of the game. So in the games that you'll see today, we've had some really good point slams at the end, like 20 plus point Gourds, and it's been a while since I've seen that sort of play, so I'm excited about it. And we have the Forest Protector, which is going to allow us to go back and play a 3rd copy of one of the bronze nature cards from our graveyard. So whether it's a Bountiful Harvest for something proactive, or it's a Nature's Rebuke for something reactive, we have a couple answers here. So I made sure we didn't have any shortage of nature cards, just so that we have the ability to use this card here. There was consideration to go with Triss, but I feel like Forest Protector just synergizes better with the Nature's Rebukes, which is why I have it here. So I've been using Heatwave or Muzzle in like most of my decks for the season so far. For this one, I wanted to use both. Okay, and I've been having tons of fun with it. Banish the unit or artifacts, so it's done. We get rid of a scenario or like a 30 power unit, no problem, it's out of the way. And then Vigo's Muzzle, lock an enemy unit with 6 or less power and seize it. So we have the ability to manipulate the power of units with our leader ability. And if we go in with things like the pings from the Cat Witcher, which I don't rely on as much, I'm just using the leader ability to help break it down for the Vigo's Muzzle. And some of the muzzles we have today are really awesome to see, so pay attention for those ones there. But what's even more of a wild card, which is something I actually haven't played on a serious level before, is the Gaidth Sword. So I was a little bit skeptical, but if there's a place it's going to work, it's here, or it's like Precision Strike or something like that. So damage an enemy unit by 2, death blow spawn, and play a copy of it. So check this out. We're playing a lot of the Skellige matchups where we have the ability to go and take a Melusine with the Muzzle. And then we can nudge down the Fucusya and bring it back. And I'm telling you how consistent this is wild. Okay? And that's not even the only one we can do. We can do this in a lot of different matchups with really cool things, right? We can take back like a Herald and something else from like a Skellige Warriors matchup. There's like lots of cool options you could do with this play here, and it sort of just came together, and I like the way it feels, so I'm going to keep it. You know, there was a consideration to put something in like the obviously Synthesis or maybe Tiger or something like that, but I felt like being just a little bit creative today, throwing in a new card, and I'm so happy with it. But that's that. You could change it if you want. Now Dunka's here. damage an enemy by 3 on order. It's also going to help set up these wild cards here, but at the end of the day, we're going to be boosting a unit in hand at the end of every turn, so it's going to help keep the engines alive if we're holding them. It's going to help carry over for Gord a bit more if that's an option there, and it's just something proactive to play on round 1 if we need something to play, right? If we have a handful of damage cards and then Dunka, perfect slam. So there we go. Gord, again, pretty simple. Boost health by 0, increase the boost by 1 for every special you play during the game. Boost cannot exceed 12. So when I say Gord gets to like 20 points, I'm referring to hand buffs included, right? Now, obviously we're going to be playing a lot of specials. We have the bare minimum units. Oniromancy can play one twice, right? So we're definitely playing most, if not like all of the cards in the deck in this deck. Like usually it's playing down to like 3 cards. So super thinning, right? With all the options that we have here in the top end, it's wild. And then talked about Bountiful Harvest, just creating elves. It'll give us a random choice. We get to choose which one we need. We pick whichever one's best in the circumstance, and then we get the hand buff as well, depending on the position of the elf that we choose out of the 3 it creates. So pretty cool with that there. A little bit of control. Again, the movement package is probably the best with Saskia. So this card will generally put on range throw whenever an allied unit moves, boosted by 1. However, you can use this with the leader if you really need to in like a short round to help set up a better one of these. Put it on melee, use the leader charge, you get the extra ping, right? So if something's like an odd number, you can help that, right? You can help make it into an even number with that extra 1 ping for these. So really cool stuff. Cowitcher, I love this card, especially with Adrenaline. At the end of your turn, move self to the other row and damage a random enemy unit on the opposite row by 1 with Adrenaline 3, damage by 2. So if we do have this on range and we do have this going on, this is going to be giving this a point every turn. This is going to be doing 2 points of damage to their side on every turn. And then if you even pair that up with the Matrons, it gets even crazier because this one moves to the rightmost side of the row and boosts an allied unit to the left of it by 1. So just a huge assembly line of units that are moving all over the place and generating tons of points. And if we can get this play out fast, with the help of Saskia in round 1, we can pass on the opponent with maybe 7 cards in hand and have them play down to 4 and sometimes even quit. So there's a couple instances in today's video where you're going to see something like that. And that's just for reference on how you want to sequence this to get the best value from it so you don't get passed on. You want to pass on them. And I think that's the key with this sort of play style. So that's that. A couple bombs for the tag, but also just because I like them. It's not hard to set up making a bomb when we're looking to not play units because we just want Saskia to work. So we put down Saskia first turn. They play a card, we take a making a bomb. Then we wait another turn, they play another card, we play another making a bomb. Now the Saskia counter went down twice, so then we can just play whatever else, like a Dawn Meridian or a unit that we already have out there or something like that. So it really helps us buy the turns with cards like this, and we don't feel bad about using them, but they work well in that round sequencing with Saskia. And we can help fix it with the leader ability if we need to, if it bricks. So that's that. I wanted to double up on these initially, but I didn't think it was really necessary. A lot of decks have armor going around right now. It's just for the tag, but I think it's a good tag here. And I think we use it offensively opposed to defensively. If you didn't like the Pyrotech, you could go for a few different things, right? You could go for like the Defender and boost it, but I probably wouldn't do it that way. You could go for maybe like a Miner if you feel it's necessary. Many different things. I probably wouldn't go for any of these. Maybe you go for this, but I probably wouldn't because if you have to play this card from hand, it's horrendous, right? So I would probably just go for the safer options. But that's that. You could even go for like a Elder Bear or something for the beast tag, right? So you got options. But that's basically it here. So far, liking the deck so far, on my first 6 or 7 games, I lost 1. So I was feeling pretty good about it. And I definitely recommend giving this one a try. Like I said, it doesn't feel toxic. It just feels kind of fun. And I think it's relatively competitive, regardless of the state that I think SCOIA'TAEL's in overall. Like, the deck does fairly well. You know what I mean? We played against some pretty serious matchups today. Ones that I found that we're best in were actually surprisingly the Nilfgaard matchup with Double Cross. Pirates wasn't too bad. So, a couple examples of that. But in this video, you'll find 8 games with live commentary for reference. It's not post-game commentary, so you'll kind of see how things are going, mistakes, things well played and whatnot as they happen. And if you enjoy the video that you see today, make sure you drop a like and comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Alright, so we're going to start this one off, and this will be a really big test for us because they're going to have a lot of tempo. Now, the hand is almost perfect, right? We just put back that, okay. And I guess we keep Gord, because we can hand buff them, right? I think before anything else, we just go and we take Saskia and we hope for a Dryad. Okay. So that kind of delays my Dunka play, I think. But does it though? We'd still get the 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I don't think it does delay Dunka. It'd be kind of silly. Just because, you know, like, I don't think we'll stay in the round that long. It is a counter every 3 turns. We do have 3 other cards we could pull out of the deck. Otherwise, we're just getting greedy here. Take a rebuke off that, don't we? It looks like a rebuke. So, not enough information here. It could be like a self-wound variant because we have the Drakars and we have the priests. You've got Knickers for additional thin. Maybe they're a little bit concerned about getting what they need. Can't say I love the idea of taking Muzzle or anything just yet. These are kind of waste. What are we actually going to do? Maybe just a bit of a slow play? Because if we don't do it now, we can't really do it. So, let's get that one out of the way. Melusine's kind of gross. We take that, don't we? Here. Fair enough, right? That's one problem solved. So the next card to come out could be 1 or 2 or 3. Well, it'll be 1 or 2, right? If it's this, we could probably pass on it. Kind of want to be sure though, you know? Here. It's not like it's doing us any harm. It's actually kind of helpful if we stay in the round. Okay. So we got rid of one of their big threats for a round 3 play. We do have to worry about the potential of them having scenario and all that problem though. Keep forgetting we actually didn't even go Simlast there, so it was a pretty cost-effective round. I believe that we probably pass, look for a better hand. We want to get Simlast or Heatwave in hand, and then fix the Bountiful package that we have going on. So, okay. Full Leader intact is great. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe not Druids. Or they just missed like a Mushy Truffle. Because I've been seeing this thing going around with the Sigvald, taking Mardromes off of it, so the leader plays into that a little bit. And the Melusine and all the stuff we've seen so far. Okay, that's not bad. Like, we still want points, right? Okay, I need this, and I need this. It's really important. So, yes. This is live, by the way, so... Feeling pretty good about that pull. We'll go this, into that, into that. That's like hyper thin, if you ask me. It's getting there. We gotta get down these movement engines ASAP. I'm thinking first... That's, kinda bad. I think if we don't take care of that, then they can take... I guess we could just move it with leader. That's probably the move, right? We'll just wait for the threat to be established behind it. It's gotta be like the worst matchup for them then. If it is the whole Sigvald thing, right? So this will come back, this will heal it, kind of. We just don't want it to die after 4 turns. There we go. And then we can get these online. Maybe put it here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay. You know, we could... Oh my gosh. I can literally get their Melusine. We just need to get a death blow. I could do it with the whole leaders and stuff. I just... There's no rush. Yeah, there's really no rush. As long as we make it happen at some point, right? What's its power at? 12? That's huge. So basically we gotta push this forward, push that back, coup it, and then we gotta move this one more time and get rid of the other thing with the heat wave. Okay, we'll go in with the bountiful play here for starters, and then worry about the rest of the stuff later. Probably just let those work in the back row here. I've got like a better idea. They'll just think it's nothing. Oh no! No. I ruin it. Okay, that was my bad moment. Okay, I still don't think they'll expect it. I was getting too excited, that's all, you know? Okay, this is like the moment we've been waiting for. We could roll a Bountiful and Purify that too. That's also an option, so maybe that's the play. Okay, first we take. We'll just put it here. Let's take that first. I think that's what we gotta look for. No luck. Is it gonna be the orb? Orb's quite a bit of points if you think about it, because we have the means to actually use it properly. Here. We'll try a Bountiful again, I think. This is actually kind of bad. This is probably the best option, but it probably gets the leader Marjoram. Yeah, I don't really want to put it on ranged either. Maybe they don't see it. We'll just start working on that. So we can't damage it, but we can move it. How are we going to deal with this? I think we just do it now. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think we get rid of it before it's too late. We might miss our chance. That's perfect too, because we can play the heat wave before. Oh. I mean, we have to. I wasn't expecting Artaud, but that's just easy. Sure. So Gord was worth a lot, but they concede, so we're just going to pass here. We almost put up 100 points with Gord. That's actually crazy. Alright, for the second game we got Syndicate off the books. This one's going to be a bit harder for sure. Again, we stick to the script here. We put back as many bronze cards as possible. Put like 1. Probably 2. And probably... for now, the 3. Just dump her down and hopefully works out pretty well. That'll be good for Tax Collector. We gotta actually wait to play Dunka, because we could just not, you know? That's also a thing. For now, we'll just take this out this way. We kind of just hope that the Matron comes down so we can go ahead and play it. I didn't see the line. That's something I actually didn't see. I should have seen it. The show must go on. I wasn't thinking, oh, Philippa's gonna be there for sure, right? It's probably the damage here, I think. Now we can just play our cards. That was such a big Philippa play. Yep. Here, we'll just go play some engines, right? Maybe take a Cowitcher. It's that or Dunka. But I think Dunka can wait. Probably just one of the Witchers. Do I care about Bonded? Not really. Alright, so we pass here. It's a lot of points for them to keep up with, like, even with the Jackal. Okay, that's not all bad. We got some pretty big commitments out of the way, so Truffle's not going to be carried for later. Mariel's, Philippa, alright, cool. Saskia did a pretty good job for thinning, like, we don't have to worry too much about it. We pulled most of what we need here. I think we'll be able to get to a long round 3 like we wanted. Let's put back the bomb, Dunk is good. I think they deal with this. I might actually tuck that back. Throw card could be like a Sentry, I think. Sentry or Dunka. Dunka does have a way of getting answered though. I mean, we could always boost it from back to front. I think it's just the Sentry here. We got more of them, so. And that's like the play we're looking for, right? I kind of want this though, but I kind of want that. Maybe we look for one of them. Like, we dump one of these, perhaps. That's a bit better. At this point, we might as well take that mulligan. Yeah, there we go. Take one here with the Dunka, because I value it here. That's going to be like a lot of points if we can just keep it for the long round. They take a muzzle for whatever reason, we take it back. Okay. If they don't spend here, that's a decent target. Actually, I have a really good play. This is going to make up for the previous thing. That's unbelievable. All of a sudden I like this card, right? I might have to actually go and make it premium. It just played for like 14 points.
I want to see corpses. Corpses everywhere.
I feel like if I don't rebuke that, I'll regret not rebuking that, but I also feel like it doesn't really matter just yet. Maybe we'll just kind of get this thing rolling. Maybe they can center their removal towards the Sentry so we can actually get the Cat Witcher. I think it's worth quite... Okay, we're fine. Here.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
You gotta start thinking about the muzzle.
We too can play with fire. Oh yeah.
Probably just take a bountiful for more points. That's a lot of points.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be.
Give them something else to worry about. And then we can just play spell, 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 and just get that full rogue. Here we go. So that'll be the muzzle. We had a good thing going on, but... Ah, they missed it. Okay. I guess maybe they need the coin for a tribute.
Best not play with fire. Live.
We'll take that out because it's an engine.
Reach high into the sky.
So they could very well have a heat wave for themselves, right? That's a definitely thing.
I sense it. I smell it.
So close. Just go ahead and remove that one too.
Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
So 2 games, consistent gourd values of 19, which is pretty impressive. They only have 1 spender, but they don't have a lot of coins, so I actually think I might regret this, but we'll find out shortly. Because if they don't spend Cobb, we take out Cobb with Dunka, right?
What? Out of breath already?
There we go.
Used to chop wood.
20-point gourd. Let's go. It's been a while since we've seen this.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
That's actually a pretty big lead.
Squirrel.
Alright, so we got Nilfgaard double cross up, and I'm kind of worried about this one. They can just do whatever they need to do, right? We'll put back as many bronze as possible, which is tough here. So 1. We gotta put that back too, don't we? Okay.
Hold the line, woman.
Not ideal, but if we can hold off from playing some of them, it should be alright. We can maybe take some damage cards. Alright, so we're forced to play these here, I think. Yeah? It's not like we care. We have both of them anyways in hand. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
You see? You must hold it between your teeth, like so.
And if I can get down one more card, then we'd probably play here.
Don't leave me here. Not alone. I beg you.
Or like leave round, basically. I just need to get these working. That's the problem. I think they're gonna pass. If they don't pass, we trap them for sure. Okay, yeah. So that's going to bring out a Catwitcher or the Pyro, but we have... Or actually, yeah. It's 50-50 on the 2. Do we take it? Yeah, I think we do. Because I don't think they can get it in 1 unless they leader.
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies even.
That's just too many points, right? The 2 from... Yeah, just too many points. It's like a smooth pass. I'm really happy with that one. It's basically like a passive 5 points per turn plus the counters. That's actually gonna get them ahead, I'm sure, because they're playing a bunch like tactics for. Oh, it's 1, so they have 1 in hand. Okay, so maybe it's not enough. No, that's not enough.
Green horror.
There we go. Okay. Alright, so we go first here. Double cross, Nilfgaard up next. Gotta get rid of some of these. Okay. So we got... probably that. And then we can go... just in case we pulled Dunka, maybe it's that. Yeah, see? No one plays Treason anymore, so it's almost like it sticks. We can basically... That sucks. No purifies in this deck. I think we just play Dunka anyways. Yeah, I think it is Dunka here. And I want to say it's boosting that, not Dunka. Yeah, something like that. Then you can put down this. So depending on what they play, we pass here. Depending. Pretty comfortable with the passive points per turn. Okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced by this. I think we do take our pass here. Everyone wants to win on even, you know? So they should get out at 4. Wow. Is that going to be leader plus? Alright. And we got another one here on blue coin. Another Nilfgaard double cross. I feel like that's the third one I've gotten for this video here. This will be the last one. If I queue it again, maybe I won't include it. How about that? I'm willing to hold this to get rid of these. I think that's the play. Human could go, I suppose. Okay. That's not bad. We can start engineering out the matrons right away. The reason why I kept the elf is because, well, we have something that makes an elf, so if I had to play it, it's not all bad. We get to pull human dwarf and Witcher. You're kidding me, right? I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm playing the red sword, man. Like, it's not... This isn't toxic. It's just quick. Like, there's no saber. There's no Madoc. There's nothing like that, man. There's no Milva. Okay.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard.
I was gonna say, I kind of want to just play cards, you know? I want to like really see if I could play to 7 and just pass. Like, that's the goal for me. If I can just put down a sentry, boost it, Cow Witcher comes out or something like that, and then maybe it fortunately thins out these two. I don't know. Be kind of cool. And then maybe they don't have any tall removal. Yeah, our hand's kind of junky besides just playing the card down, so that's why. Or maybe that's what we actually... No, we'll just boost it like this, that's fine. Here. This comes, that comes, yeah.
A wee hint. Dunny jiggleless.
So if I play, I think that they probably... Let's see if they can deal with it. It's kind of a lot of points. Because it might take them 2 turns to get there, but then we get the other engine there. So I think the best shot is if they can remove the matron at 9, then there's going to be nothing moving around. That's kind of what they're looking at, right? But if they take Yennefer's Invocation on that, do we really care all that much? It's a pretty good trade. I just don't want them to roll like a Heatwave off leader or something.
Go to our perverted heart.
Wow. I mean, they have it in 2. It's just to use the Heatwave on a pass is kind of hard. Like, they should have it in 2. There's no reason why they can't play to 4. Just go look to a long round 3. I'm not playing traps. Alright.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
So we got another Nilfgaard double cross here, and I said I probably wasn't going to do another one if I queued it, but we're here, so. These are alright, we can keep that. We want to tuck back 1, and just in case, I think at this point we get Simlas. Okay, so no Saskia this round.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
I want to play these units quickly so that we can just focus all the boost on Gord here. Of course they have Muzzle. What if we just take it back? There we go. I don't think we're getting a much better Muzzle. This has Veil. It's actually doing us some good here, so. That's fine. Play this here. It's one of our least valuable cards in my opinion, but it still plays for good points. That's kind of bad, but we'll take care of it.
A fine vintage it would
So they might coup that, which is something I want to avoid. If we take this here just so we can start getting the value from it. Okay, there's that. We just need 10 points. $11 points. I feel like if we don't win the round though, we just we don't win the game. So we'll have to see. 11 points here. Like, I'd be willing to take a heat wave if it meant the gourd sticks. But we just might not be able to do it soon. Or we play Gourd from hand early, like soon. Place for 6-7 on this. Okay, what if I just here? We'll take that. So we get our last save back, so I think we take Heatwave here. Nice. Yeah, I could probably bleed with Saskia even. They top deck pretty well, so we'd be able to get good trades. If I get it, at least. Sure enough. That's not it. We just need like 1, 2, and 3, I think. This would be nice though. So one more. Probably that. Okay. It's not going to pull a lot though. It's going to pull 2 cards. It's kind of bad. We miss a lot. Simlast is like 20 points by itself. I guess we could take Rebukes with the Protector. We don't really give them a good leader either, and they didn't really play a lot of specials. A few. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. How come? Every single time we... Alright, so we got what's Skellige Pirates, more than likely, right? Now this one might actually be, like, really tough. Because we have a lot of really short power engines. Okay, we'll put that back. We've only got 2 mulligans here. Maybe one of these goes back for later. So at least we play 1 pair here, 1 pair Saskia or something like that. Yeah. Part of me just wants to use Dunka for points, use the order the same turn, but...
You can run, you can hide, but I'm gonna get you.
We'll get this started just so that I have options. I want to get those engines online, right? Maybe get some of the removal to focus on this too.
I can do a great deal more for you.
That's fine. We'll just heal it up and then See how it goes. If we get 2 lucky hits here, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, just needs to go my way. Otherwise, we just have to go sim last and hope for the best. Ah. Okay. The tilt, they're just like, nope. Forget about this, right? Here. We're gonna do it anyways. That's fine. My turn. Boost self by each. It's probably not that. Damage by 2. It's probably that. See if we can get the second leader charge out of the way.
This is elven land.
Damage that one.
Upon which your kind dies.
Hopefully it's not a gunning slash. I want to see a little bit more of a commitment to take something like that out of the way. Because then we get really good trade-ups on like making a bomb and stuff like that. Okay, here's a boat. That's a good push. The synergy's wild. This just keeps like helping it out. So now we can maybe focus on putting Dunka out soon. It's not ideal, but yeah, we'll do that.
Taking up Belly. Would you like an arrow to the head instead? Splendid crops this year, and ever they shall. Leave it to me.
So we give them a pretty long round, but that's fine, right? I want to know if I can maybe put the Abandoned Girl back in deck and get that pull with Saskia, because long round 3 Saskia could actually be very good, right? I think that's actually what I'm going to do. So we'll just dump anything that looks like a unit, basically. Odds are pretty good. We just need Oniro and Heatwave, and then we're safe. Can't say I love the idea of this here, but we don't necessarily have to mulligan that back as well because we have an extra one we can bring out. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to get them all. I don't really want the dwarf either, though. That's a bit better, I suppose. If I miss the 8 points, I'm going to be upset. This is just something I'm trying. I don't know if it's like the play. It's just a play.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
So it looks like they just really want to get that rain down there. That's fine. What are we safe to play here? To play the elf. There is a chance we get a bad pull. I want to see like one of these come out next, so then we can actually get this one online. I think that's fine. No more elves. Protector into an elf is fine too. Yeah, I think that's the play. We probably take this here, so we make our odds a little bit better with this. The pyro, yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So we got 7 cards left, 2 more come. This is like the best Saskia. If it actually, oh no.
Got the heart of an uncrit.
I saw that one. We can't let him have it. That's just how leader has to be used here.
How can be just as treacherous as the sea?
Okay, it survives, and then we have 1 and 2, so we can afford to play this. Nice. Okay, I think we got it. I think we're actually going to get this one. It's just awkward because, okay, do we have... We don't have anything to do the Fucusya thing again. I wanted to make another copy. Actually, that's forcing it. I wonder if it's ever a heat wave on the mushy truffle. Okay, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. Let's just take the adrenaline so we don't miss value. And if anything dies, then we still could potentially get the pull, right? Like, they could kill this. Yeah, you see? Heatwave seems to be like the idea. However, we have to get the replay value from something. So, because we didn't really seize anything that's still alive, like, this is the problem. I'd like to be able to bring that back, but I'm thinking at this point, we gotta go and take... four... Maybe it's just that instead, actually. And so we'll find out really shortly if we get this card here. I think we actually might lose.
You never know which contract's gonna kill.
Yeah. .15 gourd. Alright, we'll save face. Here. It's actually competitive. Like, it's not like they blew us out of the water. Like, literally, it was kind of close.
You've got the heart of an uncrit.
Alright, we got Pirates up next. This will be the rematch attempt here. I think, okay, we're on red, so if we can go Saskia and actually make it count, maybe we put back gourd. No, we'll put back all the bronzes first. Okay, that's fine. We'll do the best we can here. If I could take it on even, then we have that much of a better shot. Yeah.
Burn the homes, fell the trees, end it shiny, thunder! Yeah, I work. Better than one you.
So they'll probably just use that. If I could play a couple specials though, we might be alright. The thing is, I kind of want to muzzle something early so that we can use the Fucusya later. And if I was able to get a lock somehow, that would be pretty wild. Like, we could get this, but it's just at what expense, you know? I don't mind, actually. They're probably like, what is this guy doing? It's all part of the plan, man. Maybe we try not to remove things now so that they are inclined to not play Fucusya, right? It wouldn't do anything, so that we can guarantee the setup for next round. We'll play one more special here, and then if it's a Dryad, that we can get these both online. Sequence that a bit better. Zurich B. That's not that big of a deal. Like, it gets them out of the round if that's what they want. We gotta start putting out things that move, right? I think we actually just put this one out for now. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, give them the long rounds, sure. We've got a lot of specials that we haven't used. Simlas here, okay. Yeah, we have enough to win the game. I just think it's about pulling it at this point. We have Oniro at least. Okay, this will be a tuck away. Yeah. So we mull away, we look for like a rebuke, and then we go for the heat wave with the Oniro. So this goes. Okay, that's good enough. At least everything we have is doing damage, it's not boosting. You know what I mean? Like, some offensive strats here. This should just be their armor round. We have a 50-50. I think we just hold it for now. Because they'll be more occupied taking out the cat, I'm sure. Now it's just a rebuke, right? Ah. So one on each is ideal. Okay. So we'll rebuke that. And then we'll click. Good trade. Now they might feel like they need to take a leader charge on the Cat Witcher instead. So that's the heat wave, right? Yeah. We just gotta hold out patiently for the Fucusya. That's gonna be like a lot of points, right? The 4 plus the 7. Okay, here we go. It's probably, yeah. Plus the rain for 4 turns. And we can push more stuff back there with a leader too. That's really cool. Just take it here so we get the value, and then we can probably go... It's probably going to be the bomb, because we, like, I don't love it, because then yeah, see, it might hit armor, but we need to get that bleeding done, otherwise we don't get the value from it anyways.
Don't you pester me.
I think we just hit something else, yeah? Let's take Stimlast and look for damage, I think.
Remember to whom you speak.
This is gonna get killed. This is gonna get killed, but we might as well take this. Maybe they forget. Like, I don't know. It's probably this, move an enemy to the other row.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
Problem is, Protector is very tall. Ooh.
Praying to your gods? They wouldn't dare.
That's not even bad. Okay, so now this just plays, at least. And if we play something off of it, then they might feel inclined to take that out instead. So I think that's the idea. Okay, well maybe not anymore. Nice. So we should have this game, I think. Heatwave's big. Actually, maybe not. Let's see here. Gort's worth. Yeah, we're good. We're good.